Welcome back to the Moll Anderson Show. Well, with Father's Day tomorrow, I had to bring on the ultimate dad. Robert Nickell, known as Daddy Nickell, is father to 7 kids and joins me now to empower all dads out there and offer fun tips to enjoy the dad experience. Hey, Robert.
How you doing? Happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy to have you. This is awesome. I love that your company, Daddyscrubs, is empowering all the dads out there to know that they are just as important as the mother. You know, it was funny. My husband and I were looking for Father's Day cards yesterday to send to his dad. And he said, why is it that there's so many great Mother's Day cards and we can't find one for his dad?
Right. I know. And that is what it's about. It's about just getting dads involved from day one, labor and delivery, the baby's birth. And then dads are just proud to be the dad. And any dad at any age, whether they're having babies or not, they are proud to be the dad. And it's nice to acknowledge them.
Well, how did you come up with this idea?
I came up with the idea. Of my 7 kids, I had 4 of them in my 20s.
Oh,
and
wow.
back then, they wanted you in the labor and delivery room. They're like, come on, be in here, be part of it, be part of the team, be part of the group. And I remember going in there and just wearing my street clothes. And everybody else was in medical attire of some type. And I just kind of felt out of place and kind of against the wall. And sometimes people would look and, I'm walking down the hall. Is that the photographer? Is that the uncle, the brother? Who is that guy?
You needed a daddy costume. That's
right. You need a uniform. And guys, that's how we are brought up. We are brought up where firemen, Superman, superheroes, policemen, baseball players.
You got to suit up.
Yeah. It doesn't, and we're older, too. If we're going fishing, we're going golfing, we're going boat. It doesn't matter what it is. We wear uniforms.
That's true.
Right. So that was the whole thing behind it. I got married again. I was going to have another child. And I'm like, I am not wearing my street clothes. I'm wearing something. And I was going to put on medical scrubs, but then I didn't want to be seen as the doctor.
Right.
So I put daddy on the front. I put I'm the daddy on the back. I hid in the bathroom, and I popped out like Superman. And everybody was just like, yeah, he's here. He's part of the team. And it was just such a great feeling.
Well, I love that. And we women love a man in a uniform.
That's right. and a doctor uniform at that, right? That says daddy. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well, today we see so many more dads to be the one who stay at home and cares for the child. And I think it's great that you have so many products focused on a man. Tell us exactly what we can find on your site for men to purchase.
Well, what you can find is dad-centric products. And it starts with things that I wanted as me as a dad with my kids. And so we started off with the daddy scrubs, and we had daddy hats and daddy mugs, and everything proclaims I'm the daddy. And it kind of goes back to like the sitcom days of Archie Bunker and Bill Cosby and Father Knows Best and My 3 Sons. And just pick any family sitcom that you can think of, and it's focused around this dad who's proud to be the daddy. The guy's like, I'm the daddy. I'm the daddy. And that's sort of where it's grown from. So we've grown into daddy diaper bags. And I'm a pharmacist. I'm developing a line of daddy naturals, baby products, and we have daddy toddler clothes, and we have great Father's Day ties. Just amazing silk Father's Day ties that say, love daddy and a heart daddy on them. And
so tell me what a daddy diaper bag looks like. Because I'm trying to picture it. Is it leather? Is it nylon?
No, that's right. Okay, the first step is take the word bag out of your mind, because women carry bags, and dads carry packs.
Got
this is a daddy diaper pack, and it's a backpack look, and it has all kinds of clips and hooks and pockets on it, so that as a dad, we can put everything exactly where we want it. We don't have to dig in there to find the keys. We're not used to doing that like the girls are. And also, it's easy to put on. It's black. It says I'm the daddy on it, and it's just I created it for myself again, and it's just exactly what I would want to make it convenient for me to put in the diapers and walk around and still feel like a guy.
I love it. Well, if you're just joining me, I'm visiting with Robert Nickell, whose company is called Daddyscrubs. It's brilliant. I can't believe somebody hasn't thought of this sooner, actually. Honestly, I'm blown away that I didn't think of it. It's really good.
Well, thank you very much. It's really fun.
Well, since men, are becoming more involved in taking care of the kids, it only seems fair that they get their own kind of baby shower. So tell us about this new trend of dad baby showers and dadchular parties. Am I saying that right? Dadchular?
Right. Yes, a bachelor party. And in fact, last week we threw a couple of them for the media, We did one for A.J. Calloway, who's a host on Extra TV in New York.
Yeah.
And it's basically a chance to get your guy friends together. You're in the last trimester, and you're going to say, hey, guys, you know what? I'm not going to see you for 5 or 6 months because I've got to take care of the wife. We don't know when the baby's going to come. And then when that baby comes, there's 3 months of downtime.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a really good time to say hello and goodbye to your guys and make sure everybody's, hey, I'm not going to any games. I'm not going to go to the bars. You're not going to see me out on the golf course.
Now, is this like a certain club that most of these women out there right now are saying, I'm sorry, my husband is not part of that daddy club? He's been going to his games and been doing all the things he's always done. I'm sure everybody wants to know where that club is.
Well, we're trying to get the dad to know that it's time to buckle down.
I love that.
So it kind of goes both ways. It's kind of a teaching syndrome for the dad, and also for his guy friends, because some of the guy friends don't have kids, so they're pulling and tugging at him. And then the guy friends that do have kids, it's a chance for them to maybe give some advice to the dad. And say, hey, you know what? Don't worry about diaper changing. It's pretty easy. This is what you do. Or talk. Just to be able to give them some advice and some help, and build a support system for dad. Usually with dad, there's no support system. We're just kind of like there, and we don't know what to do. The mom. I've talked to a lot of dads, and they're like, yeah, she left me alone on Saturday for 4 hours. they're like, deer in the headlights, panic, don't know what to do.
Well, I could just see it now. We've just had our second grandchild, and I'm sure our son-in-law has moments like that with that deer in the headlight looks when you walk in the door and you just hand the baby over and say, here, take him,
right. Right.
Oh, my gosh. Well, we're talking Daddyscrubs with Robert Nickell, and who better to talk to for Father's Day since it's tomorrow. So what do you think dads would really like from their kids on this special day? It's not too late for them to run out and take care of this.
To me, I think anything that acknowledges dad and lets you know that you're proud of him for being your dad. And that could be from just simply spending time, giving him a hug, writing a special card, picking out a special picture, putting it in a frame, finding a gift of something that is meaningful to your dad and a reason for why giving it. And I think that's really what dads want. We just wanted kind of like a simple acknowledgement of love and care that we're appreciated.
I like that. When you talk about the 4 C's of getting dads involved, can you tell us what those 4 C's are?
Well, my 4 C's, and it's something that dads can do, and it starts with consistency. And consistency means basically you say you're going to do something, you follow through with it, and you do it. And you do this from when the baby's 1 week old to forever. And that's how you build trust. And whether it's we're going to watch TV at 8:00 and we're only going to watch it for a half an hour. Whatever you say, the words that come out of your mouth, you need to have the consistency and you need to follow through on it.
I like that.
And that builds the trust, I think, for the kids. And then communication is the next level. Once the child feels that they can trust you, then they feel like they can communicate with you. And this is really at a little bit older age, maybe when they're 3 years old and up. All of a sudden they can start talking to you about things that are going on. And communication, a lot of dads feel like communication is really like the Mr. Brady theory, which is talking down to the kids or talking to the kids with advice. I'm glad I've got advice, let me give it to you. Mm-hmm. And really communication is listening, and that's something that dads need to learn to do, is learn to listen. And the next one is control, and I'll go through these passages. I know we're short on time. Control is giving the kids limits or keeping them in a box, not a box, but like boundaries. And the boundaries can grow over time, but the younger they are, the smaller the boundaries, the older they are, the larger the boundaries. But again, you're building that. You want to build the trust, you want to build communication, you want to build their boundaries and their ability to know where they have a safe zone. And the final C is creativity, because you need 1, 2, and 3, and that leads to creativity. And when you see children out there that are just so dynamically creative, they probably have parents that are practicing the 4 C's, because when you have that creativity, that's when you really feel trusted and you really feel like you can just let yourself go and expand and grow and just have this beautiful child. That's my 4 C's.
That's awesome. Well, I've got one last question for you before we have to go, but you always hear about the mother having the woman's touch to calming a baby. Is there a manly approach?
You got to hold the baby. Like, I hold my babies from the second they're out of the out of the womb in the hospital room and start connecting with them and talking to them. And they'll learn the dad's voice. And that's the manly way. The manly way is really a confident hold up close with dad smells and using your voice.
Well, I like that. Oh, my gosh. Robert Nickell, thank you for all this great information. This is so well needed. And how do my listeners find you? You got a website, I'm sure?
Yes, I do. They can find me on Daddyscrubs, Daddyscrubs, daddyscrubs.com. I have a daddy blog. I'm easily accessible. And we have all kinds of videos and Daddy Nickell channels and interviews and blog posts and education and products. And it's a really fun time. It's a great spot for dads.
That's awesome. It's a Daddapalooza. There you go.
There you go.
Daddapalooza. Well, thank you so much, Daddy Nickell. Come back when you got something new to tell us about. I'm excited to hear what that's going to be.
Thanks for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you.